Hi guys, Unleashed Code, and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing and a quick review of my new Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog flight stick, which I'm over the moon with. So, see you after this. So here we are guys with Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog. This is a perfect replica of the United States Air Force A10-C Warthogs throttle and flight stick. Kudos to Thrustmaster, they really have gone to town on this. It weighs a ton, it's properly built, proper metal construction, and not only that, they've gone to the point where the actual switches, triggers and the push-pull buttons and everything else that is on it are authentic to the correct feeling and correct weight as they are in the real thing. So it's not just a knockoff replica, it really is a true replica of what you get in an A10 Warthog. So quickly, before we jump into the meat of the specifications and my quick review of the flight stick and throttle, I just want to say that if you are buying this or you're deciding to purchase this, I want to give you a heads up that in the box you do not get a driver's disc or a software disc or a firmware disc. And the three things that you're definitely going to need when you purchase it. So if you don't have an internet connection, you're going to be a bit goosed. So please bear that in mind. You will need to download the drivers and the software. The software is fantastic. A lot of work's gone into the software. It's kind of strange that they don't put the disc in there, but hey ho, that's what's happened. They don't. You download it and you can use it directly with your flight stick. So I'm going to talk about the dual replica throttles first. It's got innovative new heart Hall effect accurate technology. That's basically meaning it's got 3D magnetic sensors Hall effect on the two throttles, and you can enjoy surgical precision that stays razor sharp over time. It's got 14-bit resolution, that's 16,384 values on each throttle. It's a USB connection which connects to your computer, and you can actually upgrade the firmware through that USB connection, which is a fantastic idea. Okay, the dual throttles, they're metal hand rests. It's got a locking system so you can move them independently of each other, each throttle, or you can move them together. It's got a realistic idle detent with a push-pull system. It's also got a realistic and disengageable afterburner detent with push and pull system. Realistic pressure on buttons and switches, as I've already mentioned to you. It's got 17 action buttons in total, plus a mouse hat with a push button, and it's also got one 8-way point of view. Now, moving on to the replica joystick. This is innovative new heart Hall effect accurate technology once again, which is a 3D magnetic sensors Hall effect on the stick. So basically over time it's absolutely surgically perfect and it's razor sharp. It never fades. It's got 16-bit resolution, which is 65,536 multiplied by 65,536 values of input. So that's extremely small increments will be picked up. There's absolutely no dead zones at all on the throttle or the flight stick. There's 5 coil spring system inside which are firm, linear and have fluid tensions, and it once again is a USB connection where you can upgrade the firmware for the flight stick as well through that USB cable, which is a fantastic idea. The base alone for this weighs over 3 kilograms to the flight stick. In total, I think the whole box when it arrived, it came as about 11 kilograms or 12 kilograms, I can't remember. It's got a new detachable handle, so you can actually take this flight stick off and you can replace it with another product that they do, which is the HOTAS Cougar handle, and it's completely interchangeable between the two. It's also got a detachable metal plate for the desk or cockpit style use, and all the buttons, like I said, and triggers on it are realistic pressure buttons. Okay, exactly like they are in the real A10-C Warthog. There's 19 action buttons in total, plus a one 8-way point of view hat on the flight stick. So what has been my thoughts overall with this stick? Okay, when I first got it, I was a bit bewildered by it. I was used to an X55 Rhino by Cytec, and that failed on me miserably. All the wires inside that broke and it was a piece of plastic. This is a solid metal construction with solid metal switches, solid metal buttons, and a really good feeling. Everything is industrially built. You can tell that's exactly what they have in the real thing. Obviously built to take quite a bit of punishment. Not that I advise that you do that. The biggest problem I had with it was the software, using the target software. That took some time, and once I figured it out, which really didn't take that long, it was actually very, very simple to use and actually very intuitive. At first it seems a bit bewildering because there's that many switches and there's that many hats and that many things that you can do with this stick. Including all the shift patterns and everything else that you can double up on all your buttons and controls. Well, once you figured it all out, it really doesn't take long, and then it's a beautiful piece of software, and it integrates with most games. Unfortunately, with Falcon BMS, I struggled a lot setting up profiles for it, but I've also done profiles for Elite Dangerous, and they've been an absolute cinch. Okay, now the other thing I would like to say is there are plenty of profiles that you can download over the internet, which are fantastic profiles which are pre-built, so you don't really have to worry about the target software if you don't get on with it. Okay, you also must realize that there is a scripting language involved that you can really go to town if you wanted to, and you can actually write your own patterns and controls on the flight stick and throttle as well, using the scripting language provided through the target software, which is an incredible amount of freedom to do whatever you need. As it goes, the flight stick sits solidly on my desk. It really is a good piece of kit. All the buttons are solid and have very good tactile feedback on them, and the backlighting system on it is very easy to see, very bright, and I've had no issues or qualms with that. I'm now flying it using X-Plane, I'm doing Falcon BMS, Elite Dangerous, a ton of things I've been using it for really, and I'm kind of trying to actually find more games so I can use the stick more. That's how much I'm enjoying it. It's a really good piece of kit. I was very, very skeptical about spending the very large, vast sum of money that I did on it. And the minute I got it and I unboxed it, I realised that this is something that I should have done a long time ago. As flight sticks go, this should have been the first one that I got, and it would be the same one that I would be using 10 years down the line. So there we have it, guys. There's my quick review. It is expensive, but it's worth every penny. The software is fantastic and the hardware is fantastic. I'm very, very happy. Please make sure you have a lot of desk room to use it, or if you're setting up a cockpit, then kudos to you. Fair play, impressive. Do it. It's the right stick to have. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you've got any questions about it, I'm free to answer them. Just leave them in the comments and I'll get back as soon as possible. I always reply to my comments whenever I can. So I'll leave you with that. Thanks a lot and see you in the next one. Bye bye.